Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. How we feeling? I know all of us that are kind of in the southeast, we have been freezing, absolutely freezing. So are y'all faring the weather okay? Thankfully, I haven't had any, knock on wood, any damage to my house, but everybody doing all right this morning? We good? Good. All right, I got Michelle. She gave me the thumbs up. Good, good, good. How we doing? All right, let's see who's on. Shireen is on. Wendy's on. Good morning, Michelle, John, Andy. What's up, Andy? So good to see you. So glad you hopped on. James is on. Y'all, I gotta put my glasses on. Oh, okay. Just recently had to get glasses. Didn't realize how bad my eyes were until I actually got glasses. And it helps a lot. I can actually see y'all's names without having to squint. Jim Morris is on this morning. Good morning, y'all. It's so good to see everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope y'all are all staying warm this morning. Well, let's just jump right in. If you guys don't know me already, my name is Justine Derby, and I am a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a Metro Atlanta area realtor, and Brock has been so kind to ask me to lead these Thursday calls for him. What's up, buddy? Hi, Bryce. I saw you. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? But Brock has asked me to lead these Thursday calls. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. Good morning.
Good
You must have
morning.
you must have delayed school, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, you get that extra time with daddy.
Yeah.
Good.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye. But Brock has given me an opportunity to hop on with you guys and just kind of share what we talk about. Sometimes we talk about social media and growing that, and sometimes we just talk about what's on our hearts and how we can move forward in our businesses and our lives in a positive way. And I put a social media post out this morning, and some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not. Put a 5 in the chat if y'all saw my post this morning. And then I got to figure out how to look at the chat. I'm on my iPad this morning. So, all right, there we go. All right, so we've got some people saying this. I have been in a funk, okay? I've been in a little bit of a funk. Seasonal depression hits me so hard in the wintertime. I need the sunshine. I just need to feel that fuel from the sun when I can't go outside and feel that it's been hard, right? It's hard. So I put a post out there kind of just being a little vulnerable and kind of sharing where I was at. And I blown away at how many other people said, I had people DMing me saying, thank you so much for sharing that message. As a leader, it's so hard to be able to show, we want to lead, we want to be the powerhouse, we want to, guys, it doesn't matter. We're all human. We're all human beings. We all mess up. We all have these same feelings. It's how we overcome these struggles and these battles that makes us good leaders, right? And so I invited everybody on here today on my social media. Some of them may be hopping on, some of them may not, but it made me realize when we can, as someone who is viewed as a leader, however you want to see it, you guys all have voices. So to be able to share with others when you feel vulnerable and the impact that it makes on people, it's amazing, right? And so when you do have a platform or even your children, right? Like I'm very open with my children. If I'm having a bad day, we talk about it. They know it. And I hope that they open up that door with me as well. So I think it's just really important to show that vulnerable piece. And I hesitated on posting it today, but I need it. And sometimes, a lot of times, people resonate with me so much because I am truly sharing my feelings as I am in that moment, in that time. It's not fake. It's not somebody else scheduling a post for me. It's real, it's raw, and it's me. And so I just want to thank you guys who may have seen that and it resonated with. But I wanted to really just structure today's call about controlling, altering, and deleting things in and out of our life to be able to move through these hard times. So I want to appreciate you guys so much for showing up and knowing that these hard seasons do come up. They get heavy. So it's naming the funk and it's saying, hey, it's here, but then letting that emotion go, right? Let that emotion out, let it go. So I don't want to fix anybody today. I just want to maybe reset together today. And I would love for you guys to just kind of open up. I would love for you to unmute and share anything that might be feeling heavy with y'all today. So we can all work on it together. Nobody's perfect out there. And I would love to share the time to reflect, and then we can kind of work through going through each segment of control, altering, and deleting. So would anybody like to be a little vulnerable and share with us today? Come on, don't make me pick on y'all.
I will.
Dee, thank you.
I'm always a good bad example.
No, you're a great example because you're showing other people it's okay.
It's been a bit since October of last year for me, dealing with some family stuff, mom's health, but also my business and my mindset were, and I didn't realize how low it was,
Hmm.
um, how insignificant I felt.
Sure.
And I will tell you that, and then we did the summit, which got, the what do you call them? The charcoal start to smoke a
Yeah.
little bit. So
Yes.
and my business was not good, and
Sure.
it was time to really ramp pretty much life up, and
Yeah.
why. And I've discovered why,
Right.
and why change has to happen, and it has, and it is, and it continues to. And yesterday I put someone under contract, and the movement and everything is starting to happen, and I realized that if I don't take that first step, God's not going to help me,
That's
because
right.
you have to trust me. So
That's right.
that's where I'm at now, which is a much better place.
Right. I'm so glad to hear it, Dee. And we're so glad. I know you went through a lot of change in the just in the last few months, and I know firsthand how hard that is. So I'm so thankful that you're able to overcome that. And I appreciate you sharing, being that vulnerable spot. So hopefully Dee has inspired somebody else to come off of mute and share a little bit maybe of where they're at. I see everybody in the chat. Come on, y'all. I'm not good at doing the chat and doing all the
Justine,
things.
it's
Yes.
Jessie. I actually met
Hello.
you, hi, at the conference, just in case. And
Yes.
we did speak for a little bit. I just wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying. I also was feeling in a funk a couple of days ago. I also get a little kind of sad when I can't go out and the
Yeah.
sun isn't out, and that's why I prefer to live like in a warmer climate where there's lots of sun. And I felt like that. I felt in a funk, and I'm like, why am I feeling this way? I have so much to be grateful for. I'm blessed, and it does go away for me, thank God. But
Right.
thank you for sharing, because I always think that you're so happy and perky and everything's so honky dory. But you're right, you're human. We're all human, and sometimes we don't always feel like that. And I just appreciate you speaking about it, because it's exactly how I felt. And you're right. I look at you as like this wow type of person, and you're gonna have normal feelings just like all of us. And
A
I
hundred
just,
percent.
yes, and I just wanted to say thank you for sharing that, because it's exactly how I felt. And thank God, we do get over it. And so thanks again for sharing.
Jessie, thank you so much for all of your kind words. And I'm happy that I can sometimes help portray that, right? I never want to be somebody I feel like I'm not, right? And you can get pulled that way. And it's all about how we deal with that, right? It's how we deal with that. Um, our emotions set the tone for our day, and Brock knows I called him crying, called him cussing. We all have those emotions, right? So, especially when it comes to the social media piece, we're all pushed in so many different directions. We are all, and with this algorithm, it knows exactly what we speak about. So, it's consistently pushing in our faces what we're talking about. So, because a lot of us are all in the real estate industry, we're being pushed out a lot of other agents, seeing what they're doing, and then you're consistently comparing yourself to everybody else, right? And that's hard. It's hard. We're consuming that every single day. And it's about taking back that control and allowing what we give our energy to, right? So that's sometimes we can't control everything that's being fed to us, but we've got to be able to let go, right? We've got to be able to let go of that. Feel it and let it go. Let it go. So, does anybody else feel kind of pulled by different energies in how they're trying to get over those emotions? That's what I would love to know, and how maybe excuse me, some of y'all move forward with that. How do you guys deal with those pulls? Because that's how I've been feeling, is I've been pulling in different directions by different people, and that's hard. That's hard. So Jessie, again, thank you so much for sharing. But if anybody else would like to share how they are kind of overcoming those pulls and that energy, I'd love to hear that.
I'll
Hey,
go.
let's hear you. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Is that Dina?
It is. How are you?
I'm good, Dina. How are you?
I am good. So, it's crazy how we get these feelings for no reason. It's just crazy because I come out of a year last year that was my best year ever in volume. And I found myself 2 weeks ago, I'm like, feeling poor, pitiful me. And I'm like, what am I doing? I've got to wake up and I've got to tell myself, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed because when I talk to my other girlfriends, I mean, they didn't have such a good year. And so I just have to remember every morning when I get up to be grateful and thankful and all the good things because it's just silly that we get in those funks sometimes. So I totally understand. And thank you for sharing this morning because it
Yes.
reminds me to jump on.
Good. I'm so glad. And Dina, thank you for always being such a great support. I love everything
Thanks.
that you guys do, and love seeing you show up, because I've been seeing you show up, girl, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And Sherry, I think Sherry wanted to share, and then Shireen also. So Sherry, would you like to unmute?
Yes, good morning, Justine. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
everyone.
beautiful.
Yes, and you know what happens a lot is the folks with the biggest smiles and the biggest laughter sometimes hide the most pain, right?
Yep.
So what a very, very powerful place, excuse me, for you to post your post showing another side of you, because a lot of social media educators, those people that want us pushing more content, want us to be our authentic selves, because it
Yep.
just makes you so much more relatable, right?
Yep.
Like I know a lot of us here on we watch you, Justine, on social media, and we see your joy and got to experience you, those of us that were in Nashville, and see that energy around you. So what a powerful place to come even today, just to come on this show and to say that to all of us, because I'm right there with you. And this is gonna
Yeah.
sound crazy, y'all, but when football season is over after the Super Bowl in February, I'm a huge football fan, y'all. And I'm going to declare and decree it's going to be different this year, right? But in the past, I have had this huge funk that just hits of it's wintertime, it's yuck, it's where's the sunshine, where's the sunset, where's the
Yep.
beautiful kind of thing. But Justine, just to share what helps me to overcome that is serving others sometimes, serving others, just reaching out to someone just to say hi, and then realizing, just having a normal conversation. Well, what's going on? Are you okay? How's everything going? Even
That's
though I
right.
know I'm in a place of I'm needing whatever I'm needing, right? But when I reach out to others, a lot of times I realize, okay, I'm not alone in this, and we can pull each other up by those bootstraps and help get through till we get to those 70-degree days and those beautiful
And
sunsets.
that
And
sun, I know it. I know it. And it's funny because I looked out my window before I left this morning, and there was just a beautiful sunrise. And even though it's cold as heck outside, that sunrise, I was just like, there, that's my moment. That's where God showed up for me today. Knew I needed that beautiful just scene, right? So Sherry, thank you so much for sharing. And again, please, I don't want to say social media is fake. But I think that a lot of a lot of people can use it for great things and a lot of people can use it for negative things. And for me, I do want people to, I mean, I'm having imposter syndrome like crazy. You know, I want people to know, like, I am a human being, right? I am not this perfect, always happy person. You know, it's just I choose, right? I choose. I have to choose to have that good day. And even though I'm going through something really strong or emotional, I will see it, I will feel it, and then I'm going to put it away. But those, I am an emotional mess, y'all. I feel hard, right? I feel hard, but I always do like to portray a positive energy because a lot of times I know the emotions that I'm feeling, somebody else needs to feel as well. And that's why I do try to be so raw and real in my social media. So thank you for acknowledging that. I really appreciate that. And sharing with us, Sherry. Appreciate that. And soon we will have that sunshine, those 70 days. And then we're going to be complaining it's too hot. So thank you. Shireen, I know you had your hand raised as well. So would you like to come off mute?
Hey, Justine, you know, the seasonal depression is a annual battle for all of us.
Yeah.
It reminds me of us as alphas. Sometimes it's that Robin Williams syndrome where on the surface we may look like everything's going great, and that is the energy that we need to exude, but
Right.
underneath it's a daily struggle sometimes.
It is.
And what we focus on expands, and we need to trick our brains. So for me this year, it's a big focus on discipline. And when you find yourself in that funk of really battling with that brain to be disciplined about forcing yourself to get up and go to the gym or do
Right.
whatever it is that needs to be done and at least start it. Even if you spend 30 seconds on it, 5 minutes on it, and then you stop, at least you forced yourself to be disciplined to start it, even if in that moment you failed. But
Yep.
we live the life that we perceive and we focus on. So if we stay focused on the seasonal depression, the negative, whatever, then that's the life that we're going to live that day because that's what we chose to focus on. So that's where we
Exactly.
have to force the brain. And it is a force and it
It
is a
is.
struggle until some days will be easier and some days will be still difficult, but
That's right.
we do have to force our brain to focus on and trick it into believing. It's that whole, hey, just put a smile on your face and your body will react to that. And
Yep.
that's what we're trying to do. But that doesn't mean that there's not an iceberg underneath that's still
That's still
struggling.
there that nobody
It's
can
there.
see. Sure. Yeah, I love that,
Absolutely.
Shireen. It is. And thank you so much for sharing because it is hard. It is hard. And again, it goes back to that choice. We have to make that choice to move forward, right? And feel that feeling, but and allow that feeling because it's there for a reason and we are owed that. But it's how we choose to move forward from that. So thank you for sharing, Shireen. Steve, I know you had your hand raised and Fred, I know you're next. So Steve, can you share with us a little bit today?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
So, not most, I know Brock knows, but not a lot of people here know. I've been a full-time police officer for 12 years, part-time real estate agent. Last year, I got injured, been out of work, wasn't able to work real estate or any secondary employment. So, kind of had like, my little bit of a down over the past year. And I really came across a pastor that, he had a sermon that said, when you're in these kind of downs, to find an up. And instead of, a lot of people like to play depression music, go down into their funk
Hmm.
deeper, but instead make a playlist, so
That's
like I
right.
found making a positive playlist that, praise or something to get you out of your mood, whatever it is. And you listen to that for 10, 15 minutes. Next thing you know, you're like, why was I even depressed in the first time? Like what I'm here now. And the same thing I've also came across Gary V mentioned about the social media, how you're getting those repetitive things. He goes, go in there, look up something that, motivates you, go in,
Right.
find 10 posts, like it, make a comment. And next
And
thing you know,
it'll
your whole algorithm has
consistently, yep,
changed.
you're going to consistently get the positive. That's right. That's absolutely right. And that is so important. And okay, I love the fact that you brought up the playlist because music hits me so hard. And this morning, all right, I'm going to share something about Nashville, y'all. Okay. Lynn's on here, Sarah's on here. Y'all all heard my walk up song, right? So it was Carrie Underwood Champion. Lynn especially knows this because we have roomed together for conferences enough. And Lynn, unmute and tell everybody what I have to do. What do I have to do a lot of times to hype myself up?
This is my favorite story. Justine has a full playlist that is nothing but uplifting, like pumpy songs. We've got stuff from like The Greatest Showman to that Carrie Underwood song, and she will literally just blast it. Like, no, like you will be asleep, just full volume. Like, she'll just blast it, and then she says, everyone's getting pumped up.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And so this, like that, it's very true, which I mean, I in ideal have the same thing, but I did have my hand raised, like going back to like tricking your brain. I have struggled with depression and anxiety since I'm 36. I found it in my early 20s. And one big thing that's helped me overcome it, and like I'm unmedicated now, like I can handle life like really well, is happiness begins with gratitude. And so when you are starting to feel down, you have to trick your mindset. And I will literally be like, I am thankful for this food I'm eating. I am thankful for this roof over my head. I am thankful that I have breath today. And like sometimes like that's just the littlest thing I was thankful for. And then sometimes it's like, I'm thankful for this great show, this showing that I have today. Like I'm thankful for my clients. Like, and then you start evolving. But when you like are just starting and you're in the funk, start with like the littlest things. I'm thankful I can blink my eyes, you know? And then you'll start evolving. And like throughout the day, I just notice I'm saying like, thank you, Lord. Like, I'm so thankful that I can do this. You know, I'm thankful that I work for myself, you know, like
that's right.
And it helps trick your mind. But when you are very, very low, start with like the littlest, simplest things. Like, I'm thankful I have socks on my feet. And then eventually like your mind will just start shifting, and then you'll go into like the more details of why you're thankful. So happiness begins with gratitude.
Absolutely. That's why we always have to be thankful for each and everything. And Lynn, I love the fact that you said you started so small, even for blinking my eyes, right? Good morning, Sarah. We can't hear you, boo. You're unmuted. How do we unmute her? Oh, darn it. Sarah, we can't hear you. First time Sarah's on here, we can't hear her.
Because you muted me. It said the host muted me.
Oh, okay. So say it again.
I need Lynn to sing the Carrie Underwood song to put me in a better mood. Please, Lynn. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, what is it? Oh, so Justine had her walk-up song, and we were practicing her whole entire speech. We were running it from start to finish. And we, you know, like we have the pump up song, so we're like da 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 da. And so I would say like, I don't know the words, and I'd be like, I am a
champion. You're gonna know my name.
Da 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 da. Carrie Underwood, and then I would be like, go.
This is when you know you got good people in your life, right? This is our crazy. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love you guys, all of y'all. Thank you just so much for being here and just sharing again, because that's what it's all about. And for you to know that you're not alone in these feelings, I feel, you know, my whole world really changed over like the last year, and it's truly because I lowered my barriers a little bit, and I allowed I made some changes in my life and my business, and I allowed some amazing people into my life. And it's not about a brokerage. It's not about a name. It's about the people. And I can 100% tell you it is different, and not everybody's perfect, but allowing the people in that really want to help you. And I still have, you know, major trust issues. But just to be able to pour into other people and to be able to share what you're going through and how you might be navigating going through those waters is so very important. I want to move on to, so we talked a little bit about the control, but now we've already kind of touched on it, but it's talking about the alt, right? So how are we going to alter those feelings and those emotions? So instead of saying I'm behind, no, you're not behind. What you're doing is you're building. You're building those blocks. You're not behind, because if you were behind, you wouldn't feel behind, because you're still doing something, right? And thinking from I can't to I'm learning. There's so many things, right? There's so many things that we all feel behind on. I know for one, if I feel like I can't do something or I know I need to learn it, it sometimes will stop me dead in my tracks and then I shut down. And so for me, I have to push through that feeling and just go for it and do it. One other thing, talking about instead of saying that I failed, you know what? No, you didn't fail. You didn't fail. You gathered what you need and you realized that didn't work and you're changing that. You gathered the data and you gathered those emotions and you gathered those things in order to push forward to that next level. So don't tell yourself you failed. I have a huge fear of failure. I will tell you that. That's why I work so hard. And I tell myself I don't fail, right? But at the end of the day, we really, really, really do. Really do. Fran just said fail equals the first the first action in learning. And I love that. It was so, so, so good. So good. So thank you for sharing that. Fred, I know you wanted to unmute as well. Please share with us.
Good morning, everyone. What I wanted to share is that at times I feel stress, and that stress bring pressure on myself. And I just want to thank God because I had a conversation with Brock a couple of days ago, and I made it my priority to start waking up at 4:30. And this morning I just thank him, and I'm so grateful for the people surrounding me. I have a great team. I'm in the EXP Rogers team. My team leader is a great inspirator. He's always pushing us forward. And they always say that surround yourself with people who want to see your success, who want to encourage you. And not only he encourages every one of us, he wants success for every one of us. And when you put your standard this high, he
Yep.
put it 3 times as high as you put your standard because he knows the fact what he sees in you, you can achieve it.
I love
And I
it.
thank God because this morning I was in a position I was like so out of it. And Brock, I'm so grateful that Brock sent me a clip that says, God's got this.
Yep.
And this morning in the real estate prayer group, I was saying that, you know what, I can't even express my prayer request this morning in the group. But I said, you know what, God is in control, so keep me in prayer.
Right.
And when I got in my car to warm up my car before I came to the office this morning, I just said, let me hear what the clip that Brock sent me, and it says, God got this.
That's
And I'm
right.
like so relieved. You feel like the snow that fell, 21 inches that we got on Sundays, it felt like the whole snow melted as soon as I heard that God got this. Because I know that the pressure that I'm putting on myself, that I need to get things going, and I'm getting things going, but I feel like it's not enough.
Yep.
And my team leader will tell me when you think it's not enough, it's more than enough.
Yep.
Brock even told me that when you think it's you at an obstacle, that's when you overcome the obstacle. And that's what I'm going through. And I
That's
thank
right.
God for this group, and I thank God for the opportunity to learn and to grow out of learning and
That's right.
get the depression and get the pressure out of my system.
That's right. It's all of those pressures, my friend. But pressure builds those diamonds, right? So I love that. Absolutely love that. And, I would like to tell y'all too that growth happens when we change the story that we tell ourselves, right? So when we're feeling those emotions again, we have to alter. Like we can all be, it's so easy to go down that negative path. It's so easy to be poor, poor, pitiful me. But it does not, the growth does not happen until we change what we tell ourselves and our mindset. So thank you all so much for sharing so much. It's been, I think this is one of my best just feelings, just to be able to share with you guys and feel raw. And we all need that raw person in our life sometimes too, but we also need to know that it's okay and have that safe space to have the negative feelings, because we all do. I don't care who you look at and who you look up to and who you idolize. They all have these emotions, guys, and it's how we can alter those emotions, feel them, then we put them in the back of the bus. Feel the emotion, put it in the back of the bus. We felt it, we heard you. We're going to put you back. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, but we're done. So let's move on to the last segment. I know we're already at time, but if you guys are able to stay on, I do want to just touch on the deleting. So it's so hard, y'all. If you guys are seeing something that's negative, or not even that the person is negative, but it makes you feel a negative way, even in your social media, your life, whatever, mute them, put them away. Don't allow them in your life. You guys have the control to control who is in your life, who makes you feel a certain way, right? Put that away. We don't need to feel that. And we do have that control. I'm a people pleaser to my heart, but I am learning I have to, right? I have to be able to say no. I have to be able to say, you know what? That's just not the right thing that I need to hear in my life right now. You know, I feel guilty for resting all the time, but you know what, guys, we need rest, right? Like we need rest in order to be able to grow, in order to be able to fill back our tank to keep going, put that gas back in our tank to fuel my destination, right? So, and there's also no shame in slowing down. So I'm like really talking to myself when I say this, right? There's no shame in slowing down. To sometimes when we slow down, it gives us that time to reflect on how we can actually make it better for that next step. So I think that that's super, super, super important. And Fred, thank you so much for sharing again. I really appreciate that. It goes back to all of that mindset and having those right people in your life to be able to push you forward, because we all need that. We all need that in life. And deleting doesn't mean that you're erasing your past. It just means that you're releasing what's no longer deserves a space, right? So it's not deleting them completely out of your life. It just means right now, I just I don't need it. It's okay. And it could be a person, place, or thing, right? So having those boundaries are important. Feeling those emotions are important, but then feeling them and again saying thank you, felt heard, bye. Just feel that and then be able to push it away, push those emotions away. And it's all about having that mindset and what we tell ourselves. So does anybody else want to share? I feel like this is so good. I know we're already over time.
Justine, I don't know if you can hear me because I don't have very good
Yep.
internet.
I got you, Jill. Good morning, beautiful.
Oh, good. So you guys are going to laugh at me, but I wanted to try to talk the whole time, but it keeps kicking me out. I totally agree with the seasonal thing 100% because I can't stand and move and do much when there's no sunshine. But you guys are all going to laugh. I tried to sneak out. I'm 46 years old. I try to sneak out of my parents' house because I'm out spending time with my parents, and I can't get out the fortress my dad made on the side gate. So I'm sitting here. I wish I could show you, but I'm in a bathroom
Oh,
on
Jill,
this
I love
meeting
it.
right now, so I wouldn't miss it.
I love it.
So
Thank you so much for being on and finding.
I finally came on where I could see your face. So yeah.
Yay. I'm so glad, Jill. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got to hug in Nashville. It was great. Y'all come see me in Atlanta again, okay? I got that event coming up in March, so y'all be there, okay? I haven't even like really promoted it yet, but it's
Come see
fine.
you.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, please do. We'd love to have it. We're gonna talk some motivation and it's gonna be really, really good. So does anybody else want to share before we hop off? I know, again, I don't want to keep everybody. I want to be cognizant of everybody's time and respectful of everybody's time, but I just think that this was a good segment
I'll
today.
share I'll share one thing. And well, I'll share two things and then I'll let you close.
Sure.
So one is, yeah, we're nobody's any different on here. I really thought when I got back from Nashville that my life would start to simmer down and I would get back to some normalcy. And that has not really transpired. And I find myself just like really all over the place and trying to manage things and to continue to do things. There's a line that I say that I've heard that for those of you that like quotes or like lines or put things, I always tell you to put yellow stickers on your computer or wherever else. The line was, you can suck at it, but you can't skip it.
That's right.
And that has been one of my greatest things that has helped me, that even if I freaking don't want to go to the gym, don't want to go for my run, don't want to do my calls, don't want to do anything, like I can suck at it. I'm allowed to suck at it, but I cannot skip it. And if for any possible reason you do have to skip it, it goes to a reschedule, because at some point I have to get it done. And which leads me to the Eric Thomas quote, I'm not finished when I'm tired, I'm finished when I'm done. And so those two things have really helped me out get through whatever it is, because even if I have to do like my push-ups and I'm supposed to do like 75 a day, and even if I suck at it and I did 2 of them, I'm like, well, hell, at least I did 2 of them today and I'm going to get back at it tomorrow, because I'm
Yep.
allowed to suck at it. I just can't skip it. So those would be my 2 things that I would share that really has helped me and continues to help me as we go through and grow through this. I thought today's message was amazing because you all were vulnerable. And if we actually kept this running, I guarantee you all, we probably could talk for 2 or 3 hours, because
Yeah.
there's some of you that are holding on to something. And then the moment that you learn to let it go and invite or have another conversation with somebody else, you'll be amazed at the release that you have. So,
Very much so.
Justine, great message today. I appreciate you. And I'll let you close this out, girl.
Yeah, guys, I just want to say again, thank you for just showing up and showing up for yourselves. I know that's really hard. And thank you for being honest with yourself, right? And feeling those emotions. So I want to leave you, we'll close it out. And I just want to say that even if you guys did nothing else but take a breath and pause for the moment, that still counts. So control your thoughts, alter your perspective, and delete what's holding you back. Control, Alt, Delete. I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I will see you guys next week.